Hello, guys. I'm Lisa.
And I'm Natasha.
And we were wondering,
are you free for coffee?
Welcome, welcome.
Hey, guys.
Okay, guys. Today, we're going to talk about all the new shows and movies and things that are coming out and what we're excited to see or what we've seen and just kind of toss that around a little bit. Of course, they're not in order. I'm sorry. That'd be too much like right, wouldn't it? But East New York, it's a CBS kind of a police procedural type
show. I don't know about this one.
Which I sometimes like those. And Jimmy Smits is in it, who I adore.
So what do you like in this too? Like, is this like a Law and Order type of thing?
No, it's more police. It's a black woman protagonist, and I don't know her name. I've never seen her in anything. That's not to say she's not been in anything. But she's really good and believable, kind of. And just, she got a big promotion. She's, I guess, kind of I don't know what cops are, a chief in a district or something.
She's like a lieutenant or a chief or something.
And she's kind of trying to, get it together. And then he's her boss. And if you know Jimmy Smith, he's been in everything, LA Law.
Yeah.
And
that's his role.
Yeah.
All day.
Was it NYPD Blues? I think he was in.
My mom watches all of them, so they all run together.
I can't remember. That might not be right, but he's been in tons of stuff. So he's her boss, and it's just a couple. It just came out, so there's just been a few, but so far so good. Okay. I like it. Y'all, Hulu The Patient.
Oh, yes.
With Steve Carell. Have y'all been watching that?
You said this is really good.
Okay.
I want to see this. I think I'm going to.
My son talked me into it, and this is usually not my jam. It's kind of serial killer-ish. There's a lot of serial killer shows.
That's my jam. That's my jam. I just, guys, when I get the time, it's usually at night when I'm nursing. And that's just not, if I hear the AC click on, I'm like, what is that? Yeah. Someone's coming for me.
The saving grace of this is that each episode is really short. They're 30 minutes and under. Like some of them are 20 something minutes. So they're really quick, even if they're kind of intense. And it's not very graphic.
And it's just like you told me about, like, you can do anything intense for a short amount of time.
So it's kind of like that. Okay. And then Dahmer, which I'm not going to watch it.
Lisa's not going to watch this, which I fully support and understand. I can see where this could be very triggering, very emotional, largely because it's all true.
Yes.
It's based on truth. I did a lot of studies. I did a lot of studying, a lot of papers on Dahmer. I was like really into this when I was in college, and I really want to watch it, but I'm going to have to follow my husband. My husband has this technique where if he watches anything that's like scary or upsetting, he follows it with a comedy, and it has to be equally as long. Right.
Oh, that makes sense.
So if you watch like 20 minutes of scary, he wants 25 minutes of laughter.
That makes sense.
I'm going to need this for Dahmer.
Yeah.
And I don't think in the middle of the night nursing a baby is the time for me to watch it.
And it's a series.
It's not
just like a one and done.
You have to subject yourself to this anxiety multiple times.
Yeah.
But I've heard great things.
Yeah. So you true life crime people, that probably would be your jam.
Yes.
Now Hulu has a show I did start. Now y'all know I love young adult fiction.
You do.
Kennedy, Book Club Kennedy got me onto that.
And you all sucked me in.
Yeah, but I just love it. But it's called Tell Me Lies. It's on Hulu. It's kind of melodramatic, not really soapy, but it's just a lot going on of who's with who, breakups, makeups, sex ups.
Is this kind of youth, like maybe
they're college? They're college. They're in college. Okay.
So older than To All the Boys I Loved Before. A little older than that.
Way heavier.
Okay.
Like
it's not college.
It's not sweet. There's no sweetness.
Ooh.
It's just a lot of think of lies. They lying. Everybody lying but it's really, it sucks you in.
Okay.
So it's on Hulu. As of now, it's still on. Yeah. It's every whatever day it comes out, so you can catch that.
I see what you're saying.
So if you're into YA, You'll like that.
It. Okay.
Oh, y'all. If you're kind of feeling a Bridgerton void, Empress.
Yes.
On Netflix.
Oh, it is beautiful. Okay.
It is gorgeous.
Yes. The costumes are on par.
Amazing.
It's amazing. The scenes are very, very well put together. It's beautiful.
Yes.
Yes. So if you need just a little hit of that, then
not quite as sexed up. They don't have the same chemistry. You know what I mean? And this is it's true history. This actually happened.
Right. Which is the difference.
That's a difference.
Speaking of true, or at least, maybe an embellishment of the truth. And I'm so sorry, guys. I know that it will be on Netflix. I do not know the title. Lisa might. The backstory for the Queen.
Yes. Oh, we're looking forward to that. Yes. It's the Bridgerton prequel, which is Queen Charlotte.
Yes.
Check out the trailer. Maybe we can put it on our blog. Can we put the trailer?
Yeah, we can.
We'll put it on there.
It's fabulous.
It looks so darling.
It sucked my husband in.
The king is so cute.
Swoon.
And she's
and how
gorgeous.
They met. I want y'all to know this is something that would happen to me.
I'm down for it.
I
hope it's as sexed up as Bridgerton. You think?
You know how many kids did they have in real life?
Oh, they did. They had a bazillion, didn't they?
They had a lot.
Like in the teens.
They made Lisa's family look small, y'all.
Yeah, it was in the teens. It's in the teens.
No, really, I
Queen
think
Charlotte. Yeah,
did she have 12 or 15?
Something like that. It's
literally,
in the teens,
guys.
Seriously,
that's how many kids
so they were kicking it real.
She
good.
had a handmaid who kept.
But wouldn't you? Yeah. Like, oh my God, did the king really look like this?
Listen, there were no financial worries and nothing better to do, and I guess that's just what they decided.
Before he lost his mind,
but
right?
Yes, which is sad, and it really it makes you. I really think that's going to make that harder for us as Bridgerton fans, because for me, seeing them when they were in love is gonna. It's seeing her get stripped of her best friend is gonna be so.
But even in Bridgerton,
sad.
when he kind of has moments of lucidity, and you see her
softness,
yes, it does
she misses
touch
him.
You. Yeah.
She absolutely. Yeah. That's why she wants all that drama, because she misses him,
right? And she has nothing else to do. You know.
Now,
what I mean?
Speaking of love and Netflix, a kind of funny one. And guys, let me tell y'all should already know this, but little Miss Eloise is here with us. So if you hear someone in the background,
some squirmies, it's her.
She's here, and she's tiny, and y'all will see her on the Instagram. And so that's what the sound is. FYI, neither one of us are reverting. No Benjamin Buttons here, but love and animated. So I'm gonna get Lisa to watch. You owe me an anime. That's right.
Okay, what is this one? What is this?
This is a movie. It's not a series, so you can stomach it because it's less than 2 hours. It's like 1 hour and 30 minutes.
Okay.
It's called Intergalactic.
Oh, I think I have. That has popped up on my,
Intergalactic.
And it's on Netflix?
It's on Netflix. Connor would love this. Just FYI. So, if you guys...
I can do that.
Connor, if you're listening. So, basically, there's a guy. His name is Jabari. And it's showing just kind of that tangled web of, your ex popping up at the worst time.
Oh, I did see the preview to this.
So he ends up getting with this girl.
Is that anime?
It's anime, yes.
Okay. It's kind of like that Spider-Man.
Yes.
Okay. I can do that.
Oh my God.
I can do that.
Guys, how many years has it been?
Okay, but
woohoo!
That does not look like anime.
That is exactly anime.
Is that anime?
Yes, that's anime.
The people, anime to me, all the characters look alike, and this one does not. It looks very different.
That's not what. Okay, guys, let's rewind it back to season 1.
I don't know about anime.
Lisa owes me an anime.
Watch it. I'm gonna watch it.
And we're holding her to
it. Popped up on my feed, so they thought I would like it.
It's good. It's adult. It is. This is not for kids, guys. Just because it is animated, I do not want you to think this is for kids. Total disclaimer, there is a lot of weed smoking in this.
Oh, okay.
So obviously not for kids. But when you talk about love and Netflix, that was one of mine.
Adult.
And young adult. Yeah. That was one that I just saw.
Also, HBO and HBO Max has House of the Dragon, which is the prequel to Game of Thrones.
Yes.
All my Game of Thrones people. I came to love Game of Thrones late. During the pandemic, after y'all had already finished with it. I tried it when it started, and I couldn't get with it.
You're not making me.
But then during the pandemic, a pandemic makes you do stuff. So I watched it and loved it. It's very ratchet. Y'all know that. It's just ratchetness, incest.
Yes.
Just
and my husband
unadulterated power, hungriness.
That's his like history
but
love.
I love it.
What?
I do. And this has dragons. Like, so did Game of Thrones, but they were just here and there. Yeah. This is like for real. Like these are the families with the dragons.
And to my understanding, you do not have to have seen Game of Thrones to enjoy this.
No, you don't. You don't. But
so
it's
y'all,
really
I might go for
it. So if you just in the mood for dragon something, Prime's Catherine Called Birdie. If you guys want something light and kind of sweet and historical, this is it.
And this is on Prime?
This is on Prime. And it was directed and produced by Lena Dunham.
Catherine Called Birdie. Wait, really?
You know, girls, yeah. And,
yeah.
And really,
is this kind of like fried green tomatoes light? I mean, mine is killing.
Yes, kind of, sort of.
Okay.
But it's set in, I don't know what era this is.
Okay.
You know, before Henry VIII, you know, way back. So there's, you know, serfs and knights and, you know, I don't know all the folks, but it's very sweet.
Okay.
I was surprised that it was Lena Dunham because her stuff is kind of snarky sometimes. Yeah. And kind of real biting. This has some little snippets of that, but on the whole, it's very sweet. So if you just need kind of a wind down, that's a good one.
Maybe put that on after you watch Dahmer.
Right. Oh, Yellowstone season 5 premieres Sunday, November 13th.
Oh,
y'all,
my gosh.
Yellowstone. If y'all have not got into it, get in it. It is so good. Kevin Costner. That's all I have to say. And my friend Lisa Fordori, I hope she's listening. She loves Rip. That's the character's name, Rip. Yeah. And she said, I just need Rip in a whip.
Oh my gosh.
Rip in a whip. I mean, it's so funny.
It's so funny. And she follows us. She's a friend of ours named Jennifer. She loves Yellowstone.
You guys.
I think she was late to it. I don't know if
you can catch up. It's on Paramount and then
it's on Peacock, isn't it?
And no, well, it's Paramount, but it might be on Peacock too. I don't know.
I think it's on Peacock as well. I could be wrong.
The main thing is
I'm going to double check. But she loves, and she's like, you need to watch Yellowstone.
And I'm not a cowboy person. But
see, I am.
Are you? I would really love it.
She keeps listen, guys, you all know my capacity for television. Lisa has like the 5-gallon bucket from Home Depot. I've got the red Solo cup you sip on in college because you don't want to get drunk.
And that's my unwind. That's how I relax.
Kids. Well, you mean you don't have littles?
I don't have littles.
Okay.
I don't have littles in the house. I don't have carpool to run.
You're
I don't
so
have the thing.
Because we can't get through a show anymore.
If I don't want to cook dinner, I don't cook dinner. I have yogurt. So how I
guys, is that not amazing?
And detox is I watch something.
I'm cooking dinner. My husband's chopping everything, and I'm nursing a baby while I'm doing it.
Yeah, I don't have to. I just keep myself alive. And the prequel is 1883, which is on Paramount Plus.
Wait, so that goes with Yellowstone?
Yes, it's a prequel. And it's out and amazing. It's Tim McGraw and Faith Hill.
Yes, I saw that.
I'm not a country music person either, but they were amazing in this.
I am a country
amazing.
Music person.
So well acted. And there's another prequel coming out called 1923, and it's Harrison Ford and Helen Mirren are starring in it.
Okay, now I'm interested.
Y'all, get on it. Get on the Yellowstone bandwagon.
Okay, Jennifer, if you're listening,
yes,
I will try to watch Yellowstone with my husband. We're so behind on shows, though, guys. Like, we're not going to try to watch this until December or January. Okay. Now, you know what I did sneak in? This is so unrelated to anything. This is Netflix. Uncoupled. And that's because I love
Uncoupled.
Neil Patrick Harris.
Oh, that was adorable.
I love him
too.
Now, I just happen to
Doogie.
love.
I still remember him as
Doogie
Howser.
I love Neil Patrick Harris.
It was adorable.
I loved Uncoupled.
I loved it.
It received mixed reviews. It was, dare I say, it was kind of like a gay Sex in the City to me. Did you get that vibe?
I could see that.
I kind of got that. If Sex in the City was in your 40s.
Yes.
Right? Like that's the difference too.
It's totally relatable. Anyone who's had a breakup later in a marriage or relationship,
yes.
You know, that you've a long-term type relationship and you broke up. So it's so relatable, either gender.
Or even, I guess, if you haven't, I looked at it like, I imagine starting over now, and I'm like, what in the hell is dating even look like? Like, I'm not doing so. And just his awkwardness with that was so
several
funny.
Characters in it, because Marcia Gay Harden, her character was going through that after a long-term marriage. Who was his
Tisha Campbell?
Yes, Tisha Campbell. Well, she wasn't going through a breakup, but she was looking for love.
But she was looking for love, and then I'm not going to tell you guys the ending, but it ended on an amazing cliffhanger.
But is there going to be? It's got to be.
We need it to be Netflix, we need closure. But it received mixed reviews.
I thought it was great.
I really hope it gets
picked up. If you're listening, Netflix,
the cliffhanger was so good.
Yeah.
The cliffhanger was really good.
It was great.
And Tisha Campbell was believable, wasn't she?
She was so cute in it and funny. It was I loved hilarious. Her. And they were...
And that's another light one you can watch.
Patrick Harris had such great chemistry.
They had
friends.
Great banter.
It was wonderful.
Yeah.
It was wonderful.
And that's a Netflix one that's... You can laugh at.
Y'all... Mila Kunis is in Netflix Luckiest Girl in the World. As of right now, today, when we're recording, it's number 1 in movies on their feed. It's Me Too, gun control, bullying, finding your place in the world. There's a lot going on in that. So
it's kind of heavy.
It's a little heavy, but very well acted. Mila Kunis does a great job. You got to be in the mood for this, though. You know, it is not light viewing.
No.
But I think I watched it because one of my old blog friends liked it and commented on it. So I thought, she's the one that got me onto Outlander.
Okay, so you're like, I trust your viewing.
I like it. So yeah, I watched it, and it really was well done, and I'm glad I watched it. But it's not light viewing. So,
well, speaking of not light, I don't know if you've seen this yet. I want to watch this. I'm not prepared to cry. Have you seen A Jazzman's Blues?
Okay, y'all, I started it and I had to stop because I knew it did not have HEA, Happily Ever After. And that was, I was needing a Happily Ever After that day.
It's not, I wanted it too.
So I'm not, but in a note, that kind of ties in with our passing. The show that we did about passing.
Yes, it does.
So it does. It's that in an earlier, was it kind of, kind of in the same time, but in the South.
That's what the difference is. That's the difference, is that it was in the South.
Yeah. It made, I don't know how people did it, because there's no way I could do it and my spouse not know. Yes. And in both of those instances, the spouse did not know.
Her spouse didn't know either?
No, the spouse did not know.
Man.
So it's just it's so intense.
I love Tyler
Perry, and it was beautiful. What I saw was beautiful. I just was not in the mind space to deal with it. Yeah, but you don't let me.
Yeah,
if you want to see it, but just know it's a very heavy topic.
It's heavy.
That is the topic, passing. So if you're in,
and it may be more about your upbringing. I think as two women who are fair skinned and looking at our own family history of knowing individuals who have passed, that does tie it home for me.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, my biggest thing is what happens when you give birth. I mean, as you all know, if you followed us for any time, my husband and I chose not to know what we were having. We just knew we were having a baby. And I just think about what happens when you give birth. And this baby comes out, and you don't know what this baby's going to look like.
Yeah, especially when the spouse doesn't know.
Right, now if the spouse knows, and the spouse could kind of play it off, like in Outlander. You remember in Outlander when she gave birth and she had red hair, and he played it off like, oh yeah, my grandmother has red hair, because it was like, where did the red hair come from? But if the spouse doesn't know, like. Yeah.
And where do you go for a safe place? There's no safe place. You don't have, home is not a safe place.
You are now a black woman who they thought was a white woman.
Yeah. It's too much for me. Right then.
I'm gonna watch it.
I got
watch it
halfway
guys.
through. It is well done. I love Tyler Perry. I'm sure it's a wonderful thing.
It looks beautiful.
But that day I just needed
a happily ever after.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna watch it, but I'm gonna cry.
Hulu also has Reasonable Doubt, which is kind of a law crime type series. Kerry Washington is the executive producer, and I have watched some of that. It's a series, so it's not done. It's still going on. So it's gritty and sexy, something that you would expect Kerry to produce, but it's really well done. She does well acted. What she does. She's not in it. She is not in it, but she executive produces it.
Okay.
Guys, this in other entertainment news. Just Jared, the blog, he does a lot of celebrity gossip and news and all the newest things. Well, Odd Makers reveal the top choices for the next James Bond. Now, Daniel Craig was the last one. He's done. So they're looking for a new one. So according to the Odd Makers, these are the top choices. So 15 is Tom Hopper. They're all English. He's British, so you knew that. 14, Luke Bracey. 13, Jamie Bell. 12, Jack Lowden. 11th, Idris Elba.
Move him up.
Yes,
y'all.
But I think the problem with Idris, the only thing I'm going to say is age-wise. Not that he doesn't look good, but they want somebody that can go for 10 years.
Yeah.
And it's a very grueling kind of role.
Yeah.
Very physically demanding. I don't know if Idris is down for 10 years. He's 50.
That's fair.
Is he 50? Maybe 50 something.
He's something fine.
Yeah. I mean, he is, but
but yeah, that's 10 years is a long time.
I'm down for it, but 10, Aidan Turner. Love him.
Okay.
9, Colum Turner. 8, Richard Madden. That's a Game of Thrones guy. Okay. 7, Luke Evans. He's a cutie. Okay. 6, y'all, Jonathan Bailey, the Viscount. The Bridgerton Viscount is up for it.
Let me tell you.
I can feel.
Y'all know how I feel. That. You know how I feel about him.
I'm feeling that,
especially after season 2.
Yes, I'm feeling it. Okay, he's number 6. 5, Oscar Isaac. He's been one of my sexiest men. Yes. 4, James Norton. I like James Norton, but I'm not quite seeing him in that. No. 3, Tom Hardy.
Okay.
He's kind of versatile.
He is, but I don't want that.
Yeah. 2 is Henry Cavill. I never can pronounce his name right. Superman.
Yeah, I know.
Guess who 1 is, y'all? Reggae Jean Page, the Duke.
So the Duke and the Viscount.
What do y'all feel about this? How do you feel about him being James Bond? Seriously,
guys, nothing happened with your podcast. The silence is me thinking.
She has a look of bliss on her face, y'all.
No, I'm thinking. You know what though? Honestly, I would go for the Viscount over
I think
him.
I would too. My problem.
I feel bad, and you know what? When I didn't know that he was an option, see, that's the problem with options. When I didn't know the Viscount was an option, I was like, woohoo, good job, Reggae. Yeah. You're at the top of the list. But see, you didn't tell me. By the way, guys, it was not bliss. It was total, utter shock because Lisa withheld the list from me. She just whipped it out. And she told me, like, oh, you're going to like this. And I'm like, what kind of surprise is there? Is there snacks? Yeah, yummy man snacks. And she didn't tell me that the Viscount. I know.
Okay, this is my problem. I love reggae. But personally, I don't feel like reggae
he can't rescue me.
Enough.
Yes, that man cannot carry me out of no burning building.
I can't see him in a real action-y role.
But the Viscount,
he's sexy, he's handsome,
and he has that suave, actor. Like debonair intelligence.
But and usually now, of course, they can write James Bond differently, where he's not so actiony. Yes. Maybe not.
It can become more techie.
He kind of has a swimmer's build. He's kind of very slim.
He does.
I just don't see him hanging off of buildings, jumping out of airplanes,
helicopters.
Yeah, I mean, yes. Not to say that he
Lisa,
couldn't.
Come with me if you want to live. I don't see this.
He could surprise us. I don't see that with him. So that's my only that's what's holding me back. He is the fan favorite, though. So, I guess they poll people or whatever.
I'm going to tell you,
who people want to see.
I would be happy with either of my Bridgerton boys. I would
But
be.
the Viscount is a little more, he's more athletic. He's got a more muscular build.
Yes.
You just believe it a little
more. You do.
You just believe it a little more. But I'm not mad.
That's
Reggae,
funny.
we love you. And if he gets a role,
I'm still
be first in line to see it.
You're still going to get my coins. Yeah. I'm still going to watch it.
Yeah. But those are my trepidations. But he's a fan favorite, y'all.
See, that's the problem with options. Again, when I didn't know, I was fine. Well, I have another animated series that Lisa has never, ever watched, y'all. And she was supposed to, but it's fine. It's fine. And it actually just came out October 28th, which is a special day for me because it happens to be my husband and I's anniversary as well. And we're big fans of Big Mouth. And you've never seen Big Mouth, it's very, very raunchy. I have to lead with that because you just have to let people know. It's very, very raunchy. It's very inappropriate, but it really does do an amazing job of helping you understand depression and anxiety and nervousness and angst. And it's set in middle school, which is kind of where all this stuff starts to happen.
That's the boiling pot of angst.
It is the boiling pot. They have these little anxiety mosquitoes called Tito the mosquito. And it's just this annoying mosquito that you can't quite swat, and really, really wonderfully crafted. It's really well put together. You have to get past the raunchy, which again, this is middle school. It's Nick Kroll. Bathroom humor and bodily changes and bodily fluid and all of that. But genuinely, if you get past that, it can help you solve some problems in your life. Genuinely, it can. My husband watched it, and it's no secret that I've dealt with depression in the past and anxiety in the past, and for many years. And when he watched it, he was like, "Okay, now this makes sense." And really, it was like a turning point for us because he could better understand
what you were dealing
with. I was dealing with. And it made it easier to communicate. There's this big purple cat, which is depression. And it's a whole funny thing. It really is hilarious. And so I'm like, you know what? I got to make sure I work out, get in my yoga. I got to fight the purple cat. And it makes it lighthearted and it makes it relatable.
So it's a lot about emotions.
That's all it's about.
Well,
you would actually, you really would love it. And it has raunchy stuff you would laugh at.
Well, that's kind of interesting because on Apple TV, there's a new kids show coming out November 4th.
Yes.
The Slumberkins.
Yes.
And you guys, your kids might have these toys. My grandsugars have them. There's books and there's little loveys, fuzzy loveys. And they're all about feelings and emotions.
Yes.
So those are two spectrums.
Yes.
One is
very for adults, but one is for kids.
Younger children that are dealing with big feelings.
I was happy with that because that's
so. Those are two for you. So would you say Big Mouth just for adults, or do you think kids?
No, it's just for adults.
Just adults.
Absolutely, just for adults.
Okay,
absolutely.
Okay,
yeah. It's
that
this Nick. Oh yeah, Nick Kroll is helping us work through our childhood trauma.
Okay,
this is not for
kids.
No, okay, that's good.
Well, Slumberkins is for your littles.
But Slumberkins is for littles.
But they're both about big feelings.
Yes, absolutely, totally.
Up next, our picks for the sexiest man alive this week. But first, a message from our sponsor, BetterHelp.
During hard times, it can get really difficult if you don't have anyone to talk to. Being alone with your thoughts can be an isolating feeling that can allow negativity to consume you.
This is why we are sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp is customized online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat sessions with your therapist, so you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to.
There is a broad range of expertise in BetterHelp's 20,000 plus therapist network that gives you access to help that may not be available in your area. You just fill out a questionnaire to help assess your specific needs, and then you get matched with the therapist in under 48 hours.
Then you schedule secure video and phone sessions. Plus, you can exchange unlimited messages, and everything you share is completely confidential. You can request a new therapist at no additional charge anytime.
Join the 2 million plus people who have taken charge of their mental health with an experienced BetterHelp therapist. So many people use BetterHelp that they are currently recruiting additional therapists in all 50 states.
Get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/free-for-coffee. That's betterhelp.com/free-for-coffee.
Okay, Lisa, you are usually on it and ready with your sexiest man alive. Ooh, I know who I'm going to pick. Okay, but
okay,
who are you getting?
This week I'm doing John Stamos.
Where do you pull these from?
I know. Well, okay.
I really think you have a jar and you just shake it up.
Of all our shows,
okay,
he is on a new show. It's starting a second season.
Okay.
It might be this week or this month for sure.
Okay.
I believe it's called Big Shot. He plays a girls' high school basketball coach.
Okay.
Which is, cute. But he plays a lot of roles with kids.
Yes.
Uncle Jesse.
And he is
from
cute.
Full House.
He is
but
handsome.
He's always been so cute. He was on ER, wasn't he? I believe it was ER for a minute towards the end. It was such a long, it was kind shows. It was one of those, ER was a long lived.
It was a very long,
but somewhere in there he was a
on
physician.
There. Okay.
But I just love him.
He
seems like a great guy. He's so cute. Age appropriate.
I know.
He's in his 50s, I believe.
And he looks amazing.
Yeah.
And he looks amazing.
Amazing. He has a young son, and he is really enjoying fatherhood. He's married. He's just a nice
cutie
guy, and he's a cutie.
That's a good one for this week. So mine, this is not coming. I do not remember what day this is coming out.
First off, is he in your genre? You're tatted up musician.
He is not tatted up. He's not a musician. Gosh, look at me, guys. Eloise has helped you all, okay? Because giving birth,
she is out of her zone.
I am out of my zone. I am coming up with some new stuff. Winston Duke.
Okay, this is the guy from.
He is M'Baku on Wakanda Forever, or Black Panther.
Okay. But Whitney liked him too.
Oh my God! What is there not to like?
Yeah, everybody likes him.
What is there not to like? There's nothing.
Yeah,
nothing not to like.
And when is that coming out?
I don't know. That's what I was saying. I don't remember.
Soon, maybe. Is it? Or
there's a lot of buzz around it. I don't know when it's coming out, but that's my pick. That's my pick.
Well, you have something to look forward to.
Actually, I guess it is coming out this year, isn't it? Oh, November 11th.
Oh, soon.
Hello. Yeah, soon. Okay.
Soon.
So that is my guy.
That gives you something to look forward to.
Yes. Yeah. Very, very much so. Please be shirtless. I mean, I know it's already recorded by now and all that, but I'm just.
Well, yeah. He will be.
Does it even?
Wasn't he?
Does it even
count?
He
was last time.
No, he was on the throne. He wasn't exactly shirtless. We could take some more.
Okay. I thought he had some scenes where he was scantily
give him
clothed.
Some. That was Michael B. Jordan.
No, him too. Though I mean, wasn't he? This is the guy that fought Black Panther, wasn't it?
No, that's Michael B. Jordan.
No.
Well, yeah, M'Baku did. Okay,
he did. They did have a little skirmish.
Maybe I just want more clothes on.
Okay,
I guess
greedy.
Thank you guys for pulling up a chair and joining us for coffee. Please subscribe to Are You Free for Coffee podcast wherever you are listening. We hope that you enjoyed today's episode and find joy in the little things. Until next time.
Audio Podcast Network.